So I found a tweet that caught my attention. It comes from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Coeur d'Alene is not a noteworthy city for political activists. It's not Portland. It's not Chicago. It's not Washington, D.C. So I was like, all right, we got something interesting here. Let's take a look. This tweet comes in. It says, holy shit, Patriot front detained. All right, let's take a look.
Stay on the sidewalk.
Okay, the first thing I notice, bunch of guys on the ground, cops surrounding them. All these guys kind of look the same. I'm not saying they're in like a military formation or anything like that. All these guys kind of look the same. Same hat, same mask, same shirt, same pants, same shoes, same posture. They seem like they're well trained. Now, they could be an actual militia. They could be something else. I know what a lot of people online are saying. They seem a bit glowy. I don't know. But they say they're from Patriot Front. So what I did is I'm like, okay, I'm going to go find out what Patriot Front is. So Patriot Front, if you go to the handy-dandy wiki, Patriot Front is an American white nationalist and neo-fascist hate group, part of the broader alt-right movement. The group split off from the neo-Nazi organization Vanguard America during the aftermath of the Unite the Right rally in 2017. This group maintains an Americana aesthetic, utilizing imagery of American culture, patriotism, and other widely accepted traditional American values to promote its ideology. That's what Wiki says. Wiki has very little credibility when it comes to politics. You want to learn the mating habits of bees? Wiki's probably okay. You want to learn about the history of logging in, the rainforest? You might be all right. Political stuff? Wiki has a strong bias, and I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. So you interpret this as you wish. Those are only my opinions. So let's get back to this thing here. Another thing, they're all on their knees. They're all hands zip-tied behind their backs. They're all in identical postures. When was the last time that you saw a group of protesters being detained and they were all just in formation? Just something to think about.
So Patriot Front got pulled over. They were all piled in the U-Haul, and they are all detained.
Interesting. They were all traveling in the back of a U-Haul? Well, that seems weird. I mean, one, it's fairly illegal to travel in the back of a U-Haul. Maybe they're all being arrested for not having seatbelts on, because it doesn't seem like they've committed any violence. And the more I look at this, I'm seeing now the big cop over to the left there. He's looking at them. Most of the other cops are looking away. I've heard from some people I know in law enforcement that when you arrest someone, you kind of keep an eye on them in case they have a hidden weapon or they make a jumpy move or they try to run away. You kind of want to watch them. But these guys, no, they're not watching them at all. And why would they? They're all in formation. They're not going to move. Another thing, too, is they're all wearing their masks. So we don't know who these people are. Now, if this is a militia, and if they're dangerous, and if they're getting arrested, cops usually take off hat, glasses, mask, so they can see their face. I mean, if the guy does jump up and run away, they want to be able to see who to go after. Why would they leave them not disguised, but, kind of incognito mode? You know, don't cops just kind of yank that mask down and see who they're dealing with? No? Okay, I don't know. These are questions that just pop up. I'm not sure. Oh, there's one cop looking at him. See, this one guy fidgeting, and the cop is looking right at him. Everybody else is at attention, so to speak. They are not slouching. Okay, so that's about enough of that. Now, it's interesting that we got really good video of, I guess, a random traffic stop. So who did this footage? Where's this tweet coming from? What do we got going on here? Alyssa Azar? Okay. Well, it's awfully handy she was there. Was she just some regular kind of person who was... What's... Oh. Let me get this on screen here. I'm not real good at this, but we're going to figure it out real quick. Alyssa Azar. Okay, she, they. Well, she's a pronoun person. Syrian journalist. Serial enthusiast. Covering police and right-wing violence. Oh. Well, she only covers right-wing violence, and she happened to be there for a random street arrest of some Patriot people in the back of a U-Haul truck? That is very lucky timing for her. She must have the best luck of all to catch this hard-hitting breaking news story in the middle of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and be right there the minute they're arrested. Good for her, man. She is on it. What's her email? Now, I'm going to mention her email. Do not send her emails and harass her. But it is her public bio, and it's interesting that her email is Revolution Daddy. She wants a revolution? Well, that's kind of weird. And she happened to be there during this very suspicious arrest and detainment of these highly militarized people that look like they've been well trained, and they must have had a coupon code because they all shopped at the same store. Hey, I'm just saying, maybe they're thrifty. I don't know. Who is this Alyssa Azar? Now, I know she's a she-they person, so that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, her banner on her Twitter page says abolish. Well, did the cops tip her off to this? If she wants to abolish, who does she want to abolish? I guess the cops? I'm not sure, but she seems to be pretty tight with them on this one because they got her in right away to make sure she records this. Okay, I don't believe any of this crap. I'm done playing around. You look at this with your own eyes. You tell me what you see. We got this thing going on now, the January 6th hearings. We got a bunch of people that were led into the White House, and not White House, the congressional buildings. Looked around for a while. No damage, no vandalism. I think someone put their feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk, but minor inconvenience. And the day that Trump got elected, remember when they tried to burn down the town? Cars on fire, trash cans, buildings. They caused millions of dollars of damage, but there was no insurrection that day. I don't know. Something seems weird. I just can't put my finger on it. So if I find more stories like this, I'll go ahead and point them out, shed a little light on them. But until then, see that little icon on the bottom there? It says subscribe. It's round. Hit that one time, and that'll keep me making these videos for you. Thanks a bunch.